city of Abuja. In an advisory on its website on Sunday, the mission said the security warning was crucial in light of current global developments. The mission prohibited embassy staff members from unofficial visit to any government or military facility in Abuja. The mission advised its citizens to stay alert in public places with particular attention to location and venues where Westerners, expatriates, and government officials frequent. The mission added that despite the warning, the consular sections of Embassy Abuja and Consulate General Lagos remain open. Reacting to the advisory, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has issued a rebuttal to the advisory released by the United States Embassy. Mr. Idris says Abuja remains safe for Nigerians and visitors despite the advisory. He also acknowledged the right of the U.S. Embassy and other foreign missions to issue travel advisories for their citizens, but clarified that the advisory appears to be influenced by global security trends, not security threats to Nigeria's capital city. He assured all diplomatic missions, investors, development partners, and the general public that there is no cause for alarm. He affirmed the federal government's commitment to ensuring the safety of all residents of the Federal Capital Territory and maintaining the FCT's reputation as one of the world's most secure capital cities. For more on this development, former Assistant Director of the Department of State Services, Dennis Amakri, joins me live on the news at 10. Very interesting development.
All right. So a couple of hours ago, I posted a video on this channel where I told us the reason why the U.S. government is urging her citizens to stay away from military base and government facilities in Nigeria. In Abuja particularly, I told us the reason. I told us that from my findings, yes, from the research I did, from the view of everything, that I think that it is because of the insecurity in Nigeria, not because of external insecurity, because of the internal insecurity that is going on in Nigeria. Now, come and see the analysis they gave on TVC News. They are not even talking about the insecurity in Nigeria. What they are talking about is the war going on between Iran and Israel. Please tell me, if Israel is to fire any missile in Nigeria, what in Nigeria go take defend them? If Iran is to fire any missile or missiles, those people, they know they fire one. No, they know they fire one. The one they fired at Qatar, US military base in Qatar yesterday, some of us saw it, not be one, 13 they fired overnight. So those people, they know they fire one. So if Iran is to fire missiles to Nigeria, within Nigeria, one take defend them. Yes, I'm aware that Nigeria is trying to buy one air defense system from China. Yes, I'm saying this because it's on the public domain. I know some security details are like this are not meant to be said, but I'm saying this because it is on the public domain. So you can get it from the sites anywhere. So Nigeria is planning to buy air defense system, one air defense system from China. But even at that air defense system, from what I read, it can only dictate and shoot down about 13 missiles coming. I mean, 23 missiles, not 13 please. It can shoot down about 23 missiles coming, something like that, right? But tell me, why these people will not talk about the insecurity in Nigeria? They are talking about something that is happening somewhere. Please, anyway, I don't know. Just drop your comment on the comment section. As I said, that the report I gave before about the insecurity in Nigeria is what I thought from the research I made, that is the reason why the U.S. government is warning her citizens to stay away from military bases. Yes. But now, come and hear what TVC News are reporting. Then after watching it, you do well to drop your own comment on the comment section. What do you think, or why do you think rather, is the reason why the U.S. government is warning her citizens to stay away from government facilities and military base? Is it because Iran will fire missile, or is it because Israel will fire missile, or is it because US will fire missile, or is it because of the insecurity in Nigeria? Drop your comment on the comment section. But for now, please watch this.
For more on this development, former Assistant Director of the Department of State Services, Dennis Amakri, joins me live on the news at 10. Very interesting development, Mr. Amakri. This advisory is specifically warning against visits to military and government facilities in Abuja. From an intelligence point of view, what do you think is responsible for this? Why is Nigeria being particularly mentioned by the United States?
Thank you for having me. You see, this is not against Nigeria. The advisory is for United States citizens who are resident in Nigeria. And it is a duty of care by the embassy to inform their citizens when there is threats that are imminent. Right now, remember that the whole of United States is on high alert. High alert because of what happened in Iraq, in Iran. And they are all warning all their citizens to be very, very careful. It is not that they want to do anything of putting down Nigerians. But the point is that the whole country, for instance, Nigeria, is on what they call level 3. And level 3 is an alert system, a security alert system, where they inform their citizens to reconsider travels, either to Nigeria, and for those who are inside Nigeria, to be very, very careful. Don't go to military facilities or other areas that they could be targeted.
Absolutely.
So it is not.
Indeed. Yeah. Mr. Makri, we saw Iran launching missile attacks on U.S. air bases in countries like Iraq and Qatar, which is expected. Nobody would think that Nigeria will be, a nation of interest in the current conflict between the U.S. and Iran. But the Nigerian government is saying FCT remains very safe and that it's proactive, and it's also citing its successful security operations in this regard. But from your experience, how credible and how coordinated would you say our current security infrastructure is in the capital?
Of course, the security agencies will take care of their own country. And then any foreign country will also be looking out for their citizens who are in that country. Remember, the projections are there. Abuja is a very secure city, of course, but remember that we've had Shiites demonstration in Abuja, some which got very violent. And remember, Iran is the headquarters of Shiites. Nigerian Muslims basically are Sunnis, Saudi Arabia and others. But the Shiite religion itself, the Shiite sect in Islam, is based in, their headquarters is in Iran. And with this happening with Iran is now targeting all other American targets all over the world. And then, of course, it's not out of place for the U.S. embassy or consulates to, advise their citizens to be careful, not just for military bases, but to be even careful where they go, because right now they can be targets, by some lone wolf or some fanatic all across the world.
Indeed, Shet has been prescribed as a terrorist group in Nigeria, and we've seen, a major crackdown on that group by Nigerian military. But what do you consider the standard protocol when foreign governments issue security alerts like this within a host nation? And do you think Nigeria's rebuttal is saying anything specifically about the current state of intelligence sharing and diplomatic coordination between both?
Well, we've gone through this before. Where the American embassy came out with a warning notice, or what they call the security alerts, and the first time we did not understand it properly. I think people were, attacking the United States embassy, disclaiming that, oh, there's no problem and stuff like that. Remember that all of them are analysts. They're analyzing the intelligence that are available to them. And then, of course, we even expect our Nigerian government to do so in foreign countries. So for a foreign country in Nigeria trying to warn their citizens, I don't think it's berating the country of the host country at all. And I don't think they were looking down on our country or anything, but we should take it in good faith. And of course, just like the Minister of Information has did, inform people to, calm down, because it is something that you psychological, where you calm everybody down instead of people getting scared. Oh, Americans said that this is going to happen, so there's going to be problem. No, we also have to calm down our own citizens that this is a normal protocol.
Absolutely. The tensions in the Middle East is very real. The question remains how it will spill over to countries like Nigeria. Dennis Amakri, thank you so much for talking to us.
Most of their leaders, except you are against Christianity, Israel or America, you will not be admitted into the elite group in those states, because their mission is to make sure that these people do not exist. It's like that is what they were sworn into it. Never you allow Israel and America to exist. Wherever you see them, you must target them. It's like that's what they came into this world to do. And that is where the problem is. Anything that has to do with terrorism, yes, that is what we came here to do. Even our own Sheikh Zakzaki, they are the ones sponsoring the man. Iran is sponsoring Sheikh Zakzaki because the Sunni Muslim came from there. I mean, the Shiite Muslim came from that place. You see, that's what they're spreading all over the world.
And they usually have issues between the Islamic community.
Exactly,
I mean, the
because of their brand of their brand of Islamic religion.
Are they extremists?
That's the right word. That's the right word. They don't have time for anything like a peaceful approach or whatever. Extremists to the core. That's what they are known for.
Some people thought that when the Iranian leader was actually, assassinated the other time, the tension could release, but it's getting out of hand now. Even though the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, has said that during the G7 summit that will hold in Canada, that this Israel and Iranian and Hamas war generally is what is going to be, particularly be focused on. What do you think the G7 are going to do about the crisis? Have they even been doing something tangible?
They can't do anything. If the U.S. cannot rein in Israel, I don't think anybody will. Israel is equally all out for them. Israel is determined to stop the aggressors of their neighbors so that they can sleep with two eyes closed. Imagine Israel in the midst of Middle East neighbors who are hostile. How can they sleep with their two eyes closed? So that's what they're trying to make sure it doesn't happen again after what happened on October 7th.
But are you further seeing Iran trying to swoop Israel? How far do you think this
The only thing that will make Iran to back down is if there is a very overwhelming force that would devastate.
From Israel in particular?
Israel, yes. Maybe combined with America, when they visit them with overwhelming force that will wreck the entire country, they will think twice. In fact, they will beg for a truce.
All right. So you have seen it. What do you think? Very well. Please do well to drop your comment on the comment section what you think. I'll see you by next video. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Is the reason this motion and this bill has become necessary. Henry Siraki Dixon, Bayelsa West. As it has clearly been stated, even from this aisle, from this side, it is clear that no one in this chamber is opposed to an extension if it has become necessary so that the machinery of government continues to run and does not grind to a halt. But clearly, nobody is satisfied about the situation that we have found ourselves in. Mr. President, I came this morning to have a conversation with the chairman of appropriation. I'm a member of that committee too. And also the chairman of finance. And if possible, to discuss this on the floor. I didn't know that this matter was slated for hearing. Because we are all inundated with complaints all over. Government has grounded, that's what it means. Contractors who have done their jobs, committed their resources, cannot be paid. The benefits of the budget that we all took time to work on and passed has not gotten to the people. And guess what? We are talking of the capital component. The recurrent component, which is for the bureaucrats, it has gotten to them 100%. 100%. The component that has not been released, that is still stagnant, nothing is moving forward, is the real one that goes to the people of Nigeria for development of our country, for all the people that we represent. So it's a very sad situation. You recall that some weeks back, there was a time that contractors, out of frustration and anger, I hear even stage demonstrations. I read about it. A number of you on this floor may be familiar with that. So, Mr. President, the chairman of appropriation, unlike other motions and debates he has led, for which we have always supported, even from this aisle, in the interest of the country, today has not given compelling reasons why this extension has become necessary. And I don't want to hazard any guess, but from this aisle, you all know what is happening. Maybe there is too much preoccupation with politics and 2027. Maybe there is too much concentration on receiving defectors all across the country, and people are not looking at the... please. Mr. President, I have the floor.
Don't debate. You started very well, end very well.
I have the floor. I have the floor. Because the business of the Nigerian people, for which we were all elected, all of us and the President of the Federal Republic, is not moving forward. That is the reason this motion and this bill has become necessary. But like I said, from our experiences,
you have 1 second
out
remaining.
of our commitment for the national good and for the development, we are not opposed in principle to the extension, as the minority leader and my colleagues here have spoken. But I associate with the need to investigate. We need to. Our committees, is it that we are not having enough money? We have withdrawn, all of us supported the withdrawal of fuel subsidy, meaning that there's even more money. All the other levels of government are getting far more money. Some of us managed recessions for 6 years. Now they are getting so much money, the state governments and the local government, which is good. So that means that money or availability of money is not the challenge. The reason the capital component of the budget has not moved forward for the benefit of Nigerians is not because there's no money. So I agree with the suggestion that we should direct the committee, our committee, as a matter of fact, both committees, led by the appropriation committee, and perhaps the committee on finance as well, to jointly, within the next 1 week, undertake an inquiry and report back to us why this has happened, so that we don't have this happening again. I just thought that I should
thank you very much for your contribution.
And to say that in principle,
thank you.
Even though we are not happy with where we are, things have grounded to in the interest of the country, to pass this bill and allow the machinery of government to go on. But we need to investigate why we are here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Having come to the end of debate, in favor that this bill be now read second time, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. A bill for an to amend, sorry, the clerk of the Senate. I'll come to that.
Okay. Mr. President, distinguished senators.
To further extend the capital component of the Act from 30th June 2023 to 31st December 2025 and for other related matters 2025, second reading taken. Well, let me, before we go to the next stage of the process of the bill, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Mr. President, the bill reading. I'm going to bring a motion sequel to the passage of the bill, which says the Committee on Appropriation and Finance should investigate the recurring dismal of non-implementation of the capital component and report back within 1 week or two. Within 1 week.
Well, thank you, Senator. Desire to make sure that we solve these problems. In any case, the Committee on Appropriations and Finance have the function already enshrined in our rules to do that. So what we are trying to do is to emphasize the need that they should do the needful and then report back to us. But excuse me, Senator Ningi, I wanted to, when I want to say my end of remarks in respect to this bill, I wanted to bring forward something. Anyway, first of all, let me thank all of you for showing your passion to address this issue. This is good because it deals with our national development. It touches the roots of the development of our country. You're talking about capital budget. Thank God is recurrent, are always paid to agencies, MDAs, as at when due. No problem with that. Salaries are being paid and everything. But the core issue now is that of the capital. This issue was raised some time ago. And to be honest with you, the Appropriation Committee and Finance Committee went into action. They invited the minister, Appropriation Committee chairman. I'm talking about what you did. I said, you did your best. You invited the minister and all the stakeholders in the finance ministry and budget ministry. And they sat with them, discussed with them about how to deal with the matter. In fact, they brought it to my office because the Senate President was not around then. And I want to say here that I'm really, it's commendable. What they did, is highly commendable. And as we speak, it's a work in progress. They are always with them, talking with them, and also, even at our own level, we'll be talking with the finance minister. And they've been, in fact, when he came in this morning, I had to call him and say, okay, how far? He said they are on it. So they are doing their best. I understand your feelings. I understand the fact that you have so many projects ongoing, like those roads, like roads. So many contractors have done, the artwork, remaining, the asphalt to put asphalt, but they don't have the money to do that. And once we don't extend the budget, it means those projects will be left abandoned. They will never be executed again, which is not good. So we understand, we know that our president listens very well. But we thought the matter has not gotten to the state to meet the president. We thought it's something that could be dealt with, between the National Assembly and Finance Ministry and the Budget Office and so on and so forth. But I'm sure the chairman, maybe you can say one or two things on what you are doing. He doesn't need to say it? Okay, yeah, but he's working.
We have confidence in our chairman.
Okay.
What we want to do is formally notified of this situation, and we have become aware. We have to formally mandate them. Exactly. Let everyone in Nigeria know that we in this Senate are alive to our responsibilities, and that we have mandated our committees, whom we trust, to go into this thing and report to us. I think that will be another. Thank you. So I therefore second the motion earlier moved by Senator Ningi.
Thank you. If it means even see Mr. President, I know they'll do that because Mr. President is somebody who listens, somebody who has the passion to see that we develop our country. He's a very wonderful man. Whatever you take to him, and it's about his nation, he will go extra mile to get that done. I'm confident about that. But we felt